Right. Welcome back, everyone, to Two Broads Talking Bravo. We have a special guest today. We are so excited because we have best-selling romance author Kandi Steiner with us. Hi,
Hello. Thank you for
Can
having me.
Oh, we're so happy you were able to be here. I got so excited when Mon messaged me that, you were gonna hop on the podcast because we are, as you can tell, big Bravo fans, but we're also OG Below Deck fans. So when we heard about your book, that was literally a Below Deck book. We were like, oh my God, sign us up.
Yes. Yes. So have you watched like every season, every episode?
I mean,
Yes.
yeah, basically.
Same.
Like
Same.
if
Have
if
you?
you
Yeah.
go, oh yeah, have you?
Yeah, I have. Yeah. I watched it like I got a little bit late started. I think 2018 maybe was when I started watching them, but then I binged them all from the
Mhm.
beginning. So, an OG, but had to rewatch
Yes.
some of the earlier ones.
Oh my
Have
God.
you ever seen Traitors? And I only ask because Kate Chastain, if you know, our lady is on it.
Yes, I'm a huge Traitors fan. And I started with season 2 US of Traitors,
Okay.
and then went back and watched. But like every time Kate comes on the screen, she just gives me life.
She's amazing. Like literally, like before I moved in with my boyfriend, he knew I was all about Bravo. Mon and I were so obsessed. Then I moved in with him and he would watch like little bits of like Bravo and Below Deck and he loved Kate. And that's really like what hooked him in. It was so funny.
She is so fiery. And I've had some really big Below Deck fans who are like, I know that they're not exactly like them, but every time I read Love Overboard, I'm just picturing Ben and Kate. And I'm like,
Yes.
do what you have to do.
Oh my gosh. Yes, we need to get into that. So, for the folks on the phone, that's what we call our listeners.
Oh
Your
yeah.
newest release, Love Overboard, is already making waves. It's based on Below Deck. Is that correct? It's a romance novel based on Below Deck. Rom-com, would you? It's funny. It's a
Uh,
perfect
yeah,
rom-com.
kinda. It is funny. I hesitate to call it a rom-com just because it is so high angst and obviously deals with
Yeah.
some messy themes, but heavily inspired by my love for Below Deck. And I also a lot of the ideas I got from my the second date with my husband, my now husband. He told me we were like getting to know each other, and he was like, "Yeah, and I used to work on yachts down in South Florida for a while, and then I was like, no, I don't really care
That's
what
so
happens next.
cool.
Let's rewind." Like, so I made him talk to me for hours about that, and then at the end of the night, I remember saying like, I don't know if we are gonna like work out past tonight, but I know for sure that everything you told me will end up in a book. So luckily, both happened, which is great.
See, you married a yachty.
I married a yachty.
I
Yes,
literally love it.
he worked in the private sector, so not necessarily
Mm.
charters, but for like individual owners. And he worked there for a few years and loved it. He almost went on to become a captain, but was dating a girl at the time and was like, oh,
Oh,
like they couldn't figure out a way to make it work. And I'm like, well, selfishly for me, I'm glad it didn't turn out that way
I
because
was
otherwise
like,
we probably never would have met.
yep, worked out perfectly for you.
Totally. And also classic like yachty romance. I feel like they
Oh
barely
yeah.
ever work out.
I know for sure.
Oh my God.
Unless they're like on the charter together and then maybe sometimes a little bit, but then
Wait, but Gail and
Nathan?
Nathan,
Nathan, they're like they're my ship, my ship.
no
I love them
way.
so much. I love them so much.
Oh my
Do
gosh.
you
I actually, oh, sorry. Go ahead, Jen.
No, no, no. I was just gonna say, do either of you follow them on Instagram to catch up with their
Mhm.
lives? Isn't their baby so adorable?
So
So cute.
cute. I think it's still out there. Whether or not they're still together is kind of a
I
mystery.
have a question on that's what I was gonna ask because I don't see him in our post. She posts the baby a lot, but she's never posted anything that would show they're not together, but she hasn't posted him.
And he's about to be
So,
on the season that's coming out, which they teased at the
right.
end of last season, right? Like he was going off to charter, she had the baby.
Yeah.
So I'm really curious if she has to kind of keep her lips shut for now to build drama and anticipation, like if
Oh.
they are having fights
Hmm.
or whatever. But I'm so curious because at the end of the last season, I was like, I don't know if they're gonna make it. And then they cut to like them with a baby. I was
I
like, oh,
know. I was shocked.
crazy was that? Oh my gosh. Also, while I was reading Love Overboard, I was kind of picturing them as Finn and Ember, like
Really?
a little bit, because like Nathan's Irish, and
Yeah,
like
that's
I'm like
true.
just reading in the Irish accent. I'm like, okay, he just started like his image was in my head, and then I just couldn't picture him without her. And this just kind of like ongoing, will they, won't they? We love,
Yeah.
it's just the tension. Like there's so much tension constantly with
Dude, it's
that.
kind of like a love of all of my like boatman's loves that I've had on
Yeah.
Below Deck over the years. Cause like you probably pick up a little bit of Daisy Gary energy too, right?
Oh
Like a
my
little like
God,
can't get it
yes.
right. And then I really love Chef Adam. And so I channeled a lot of him when I was writing Finn.
Oh,
So yeah.
I love that.
I could see that. Oh, love that. Oh my gosh.
So we have a fun question because we're curious now that you've mentioned all these couples in Below Decks of like, let's say you're casting a movie for this book. So yeah, it's, like Below Deck, but you're making a movie of this book, right? With all the characters you've written, right? Really everything you've written. Of the couples you mentioned for Below Deck, who would you cast for your novel for all the characters?
Oh my gosh, for all of them, that's hard. Okay,
Or a
so
couple of them, whichever's top of mind. Maybe that's
okay.
easier.
Daisy, I think, is exactly who I would cast for to play Ember. I think she would do it perfectly because
I
she's got
love
the
it.
perfectionism down, but she's also
Hmm.
very deep and I don't know, I just love she's like a down ass bitch. I just want to hang
She
out with
is.
her. Um and then maybe Adam, but he doesn't have an accent, so I'm like, I don't know that he fits the bill. But if I'm going by chef, I'm gonna say Adam. By accent, then yeah, we can do Nathan for sure.
Adam with Nathan's
Um,
accent.
yes. I'm sure you guys picked up, but the captain is like, again, a marriage of like different captains. He's a little bit Captain Dreamboat and a little bit Captain Lee. Like, so I would
Oh,
probably,
Captain Lee.
I know, love him. And then I'm trying to think of like other standouts. I love Hannah. So I might cast Hannah just because I miss her from the OG days.
Oh my God, friggin' Hannah. She literally was so funny and so entertaining to watch. I think like up until season 3 or 4, until she had like that little boat man's with that was he the bosun or one of the deckhands? I
I can't
forget.
remember.
He was the blonde guy. I forget his name, but he was a little younger. And then they
Yeah.
had a little boatman's, and then after it
Oh,
just made her a little
the
doo
A little
British
doo.
guy.
kooky.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, but I still love her
I love
regardless
her
and miss her a
too.
lot. But that was some wild drama back then.
I feel like Frasier could also be cast. Like he could be Bernard. He could play
Oh,
Bernard.
Frasier.
Mm.
Yes, it's a
Have you
good
been
one.
watching the current season of Below Deck?
Yes.
So I was picturing Bernard as Mike, the one that just got fired.
Yes, because he's
Oh,
so drama.
Literally just stirs the pot just because he can. And I'm
No,
just like, oh my
thousand
gosh.
percent.
I'm
A
just like,
thousand percent. Bernard was always like trying to get the tea and be like, yeah, sure, your secret's safe with me. And then immediately running and like telling whoever.
blabbermouth.
Yeah. Um,
Oh my
um,
gosh, I love
I'm
it.
really obsessed with Zhao right now. Zhao. Wow.
mhm.
So I feel like he would maybe be one of the deckhands. He could be like, I wouldn't say Eli. Eli's like more of the fun loving person. Like I feel like
Mm.
Eddie would be more of a of an
Oh,
Eli, sweet
Eddie. Oh
Eddie.
my
Oh,
gosh.
bless his heart.
Oh, he's
Oh
just getting
my gosh, I
Hunger
love
adopted,
it.
right? So
Look
bad.
at this. You have your movie. Go call Andy
I
Cohen. You
know.
were on Watch What Happens Live
I'm
and
I,
pitch
saying.
this to him.
oh my
I'm
God.
saying. I'm like, first of all, put me on Traitors. Secondly,
Oh,
let's make a
yeah.
movie.
We would watch it opening day.
I did apply to be on the civilian traders, y'all, but I have not heard back, so I think I'm out of luck.
Oh, just
They
keep
start filming next
applying.
month, so
Oh my gosh. I love Traitors so much though. Like out of all the seasons for both of you guys, what do you think your favorite one has been? And you can't be biased because obviously Kate was amazing, but I think yeah, of all the 4 seasons for the US, do you have a
I
favorite?
I think this most recent one was my favorite. It was
Insane, right?
so good. And like I don't know, I've never been like like I used to scream at my TV for like the traders being stupid, but this time I
Mhm.
was like he is so good. Like he knows what he's doing. It's insane.
I truly, in my heart of hearts, did not think anyone could top off season one. Because Suri, when she
Three,
betrayed those two civilians,
bro.
I was like, holy
And
cow,
she
that
did it
was
with her
its
sweet little smile.
literally with so much grace. It was crazy.
She's
And
like,
then
yeah.
Rob does this to Mora, right? Yeah, it was
Yeah.
Mora, right? And then Rob does it. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. Unbelievable.
I loved at the reunion how everybody was like, we were just blinded by his hotness. Like we,
I feel like he was leaning into it too. He's like, you know what? I'm
I
just wearing
mean,
overalls to dinner. Like,
hey, lean into it if you know it's working, right?
but Laura got her Birkin out of it, so she's not bad.
Exactly.
dude.
Thanks to Lisa Rinna. Oh my God.
Oh, wait, I just thought of someone else we could cast too. We could cast Celine as Gisela. I think she'd play a great Gisela.
Oh, Stolin. She was the one who was
Ooh,
causing so much drama that
yeah.
entirety of that season.
Kissing
Oh my,
everyone.
she was so annoying, but she was like the best entertainment for that season. Cause I was like, girl,
I
you are
loved it.
messing with everybody's hearts right now. What the heck? This
I
is great.
know. You know, she's so opposite from who I am as a woman, and I think that's what makes me love her. Like I love a bitch and I love a messy girl because it's
Hell
not
yeah.
me, but I'm like, good for you for doing it so unapologetically. Like I love that she's like, I'm just French. I like to kiss people. It's not a big deal.
Oh my God, that was truly a really good one. What got you inspired to write the book? Was it truly just you watching Below Deck and then you were like, I gotta write a book, or was it like some other people giving you some ideas?
Yeah, I mean, I love the show, and every time I would watch the show, I just found myself, especially at the end, just missing the romance that I write about and read about, and just being like, oh, I wish that I could like make them work it out or like have a happy ever after. So that was certainly a big part of it. Obviously, talking to my husband gave me a lot of ideas. But I've been sitting on this book for a long time. I wrote another like yacht adjacent book called Close Quarters, which is why the show
Mm-hmm.
in my book is named Close Quarters. And that one was really fun. And I just always found myself wanting to go back to that and write it again. So this was my first deal that I made with a publisher. So they, were by my side. They took care of the print side of things, got me into bookstores that I had never been in before.
That's amazing.
And this was the idea that I pitched to them because I was like, I just feel like it's a fun summer read. It's angsty,
Yep.
messy drama, reality TV, and just like the perfect book to take with you on vacation.
Oh my gosh, 100%. You feel like you're on vacation and you feel like you're watching a season of Below Deck,
You
but like
literally,
actually get to see all the things that you don't really get to see. Like sometimes at the nights out, you'll see like a couple scenes and then it's done, right? It's like, no, we want to be in there. We want to be in the crowd with them. And it just really like puts you in it. And
Yes.
honestly, I felt like I was watching like an amazing season of Below Deck.
yeah,
Love
I've
that.
never read anything like this before. It was like weird at first because it was like, ooh, like this is, I'm literally picturing what Mon's saying, like watching the show, but I'm reading it.
Oh,
So,
it's the
but it was really
best.
cool once you got into it.
That's awesome. Yeah, it was really fun to play with the format too because I wanted to keep it present in the reader mind
Mm-hmm.
that it's a reality TV show. So every chapter opens with these like talking head footage scripts. So you kind of it's like you're watching the show and you're getting their little talking heads when they're talking about what's going on. And it
Yeah.
was a fun way to allude to like what's happening and what's going to come. So I was like building the anticipation. It was just so much fun. I mean, because I'm such a big Below Deck lover, it felt like I was like giddy every time I would sit down to write. I'm like, this is just
Oh,
such a
that's such
blast.
goals. Like, oh, I hope one day we both can have something that we love the Bravo world and, make a career out of it. We shall see how this pod
I
goes.
was gonna say, let's go for the podcast.
We're trying.
Talking Heads actually really, it almost felt like when you see like the trailers for the next episode or like the mid-season trailers, like you're getting like, oh, something really crazy is gonna happen. Like, who's it gonna involve? What's gonna happen? When is it gonna happen? It was like really reminiscent of that, and it's just
Oh,
such
yeah.
a cool concept for a book. Honestly, loved it.
Thank you.
And for the folks on the phone, because we post this on TikTok and Instagram, this is the book.
Oh
I
my
got the
gosh,
Instagram and it is flipped behind,
gorgeous.
but
And
beautiful,
the pages
beautiful
with the
pages.
art too. I've never seen
Yeah,
that. I was like stunned when I
amazing.
first saw it. It's
That was maybe
beautiful.
my favorite part of being on Watch What Happens Live was the after show. And Andy was like talking about the book and he was like, whoa, what's going on with these
Yeah.
sprayed edges? I was like, tell him about it, Andy. Tell him all about it.
Stunning. We
Oh,
need to hear about your Watch What Happens Live
yes, tell
experience.
us
It was your
everything.
dream for this book, right? It was to be
Yeah.
on Watch What Happens Live.
That's
It was, yeah.
unbelievable.
My publicist, we sat down with like my publisher, my agent, and they hired a publicist, and she was like, "What is like your dream goal for this? Like you're pie in the sky, you don't think it will happen." And of course, I listed things like I would love to sit on Drew Barrymore's couch with her
Oh,
and
wow.
do Good Morning America one day. But I was like, for this book specifically, I feel like I have to be a bartender on Watch What Happens Live. And I really like fully did not think it was going to happen. But I mean, I also listed out below deck dream people to send to. So
Mhm.
like we sent a book to Aisha, we sent a book to Victoria,
Oh,
yeah,
that's
anybody
so
that we could
cool.
get to write back to me, we sent a book to. And then like a month before the book came out, my publicist was like, "We got you on Watch What Happens Live." And
Unbelievable.
thank
Congratulations.
you. It was so hard to keep it quiet too, because I like couldn't tell anybody. And I'm like on book tour and I'm like, I want to
Yeah.
tell people so badly, but I couldn't. But it was so fun. Obviously super surreal experience. And they tell you to show up like makeup, like camera ready.
Hmm.
So I got my makeup done, but I wore like a thrifted dress that I really love that I was like, I think this will look good on TV. And you show up and you're like immediately in the clubhouse, like the elevator pops you up and you walk
Yeah.
out into the clubhouse. And
No
so
So
way.
cool.
the studio audience was there and they're kind of like looking at me like, who's this? Do we know her? Right? Like they don't know who I am yet. And the production crew like walked me back to my dressing room. I was geeking out. Like we could not take enough pictures and cameras or like videos. I'm trying to keep it cool, but I'm like, there's no playing it cool right now. Um, and they bring you a drink. And so they were they're like, this is a party. What do you want to drink? So I had some tequila, took the edge off,
Love it.
and then like Billy Eichner and
Mhm.
Lena Hall were my partners and they like came in and went to their little respective rooms. And so I could
Mhm.
hear them kind of chatting and I was like, this is so wild. And then Andy came in to say hi to Lena, was right next to me, and he just kind of looked in and like waved at me and I was like,
Oh my
so crazy. And then, they start the show, they take me to the bar, and I'm just kind of like hanging out there until they, kind of
God.
softball a pitch over to me. But then in the first commercial break, that's when Andy came over to me and was like, we should take a picture. And I was like, yeah, yeah, we
Oh
totally.
my God, that's huge.
It was so fun and like high energy. My husband got to sit in the audience, so that was super
Love
fun too.
that.
And it was great. Billy was super nice and he has an audiobook coming out. So it was like fun to chat with him a little bit about that.
Yeah.
And Lena was like the sweetest person ever. She came to my room after the show and was like, I'm a huge Below Deck fan. I can't wait to read your book. So I gave her a
Oh,
signed
that's
copy and like she was seriously so nice. So yeah, they're great.
incredible marketing strategy for your book because clearly you've got the word out, but also to these Bravo lebs, these celebs, and word of mouth will hopefully get you
Listen,
big.
and to be in the clubhouse when all the summer house drama is happening, I
Oh
was
my
like, my
God.
ears were
We
like
got questions for you.
I didn't get any tea. I wish I did. I will say
Oh,
the one thing I noticed was Andy was on his phone a lot when I was there, like in between, like in commercial breaks, and like you could tell because another leak had just come out, and I think
oh
there's a
my
lot of.
God.
I picked up that there's turmoil in the sense of they're trying to figure out who's the mole, right? Like who
Oh,
leaked the reunion.
yeah.
That was pretty much the biggest thing that I picked up on.
Oh my gosh, I can't even imagine the chaos. Have you kept up with the drama at all?
A little bit. So I am not a huge summer house person, but I have my besties are. And so I
Mhm.
get like 20-minute voice notes from them with all the tea.
You've basically seen
Obviously,
the
I've
season
basically
because
seen the
of these voice
season.
notes.
Um, Obviously Team Sierra 100%. But
Yes.
yeah. And I love them. Obviously, I love a messy romance, but I don't love it like that.
Oh
So
my God. I mean, this, I don't, well, here, I'm torn by this because, and you tell me, Mon, what your thoughts are because I forget. But like, everyone is telling me this is like the craziest drama since Vanderpump Rules, which, yes, it has been. But some people are like comparing it to like what happened in Vanderpump Rules. I don't know if it's comparable. I don't know if you guys have different thoughts about it.
Similar but different. I mean, there are a lot of parallels, it's this couple that's been together for a long time, basically married, and then, a friend swoops in. So I think it's pretty similar. I mean, obviously there are differences. I almost feel like this one is a little bit more appalling just because it's such a betrayal to such a close friend for such a long time and just I don't know.
That's
I
the thing. They were like besties. Like,
Yeah,
if I think about my best friend doing that to me, I would just be gutted. Like, who cares about the boy? I don't care. Like,
true.
but I would just be, I would be, that feeling when you get cheated on and you just feel like you can't trust what's real and people tell you like you want to believe that
Yeah.
they're like being genuine, but you just don't know anymore because you believed that last person was being genuine and they screwed you over.
Mm,
I would never
yeah.
be able to have a best friend again. I would be like, I
You'd
literally
be broken.
like watching the
Yeah.
season happen when you know what actually happened is sickening because you just see Amanda behaving
Oh
like
my
nothing's
God.
happening.
It's crazy watching the season play out because the difference with Vanderpump Rules is I mean, we didn't see as much, I guess, with like Rachel, the girl who cheated on Ariana with the whole best friend thing. But in this situation, you were seeing Amanda go to bat for Sierra, saying things like, I would cut off West, she gave me the look, and I would die for Sierra. Like you're literally seeing that play out episode after episode after episode, and Sierra going to bat for Amanda. Like, I think if anything, you're seeing, now that we're talking about it, maybe this is worse than Vanderpump Rules. Holy
Right?
crap. Yeah, because you're really seeing that best friendship between Sierra and Amanda. And it's like mind blowing. And the fact that this keeps going on too, I thought by now this drama would have been burned up until the reunion. More
Hmm.
stuff's coming out now. Apparently, West had a girlfriend when he was doing this thing with Amanda. I was, goodness gracious
I can't
me.
keep up. I
no,
can't keep
it's
up.
impossible. It's impossible. The reunion is gonna be so
Write a
fun.
book about that.
Yeah, for real, for real. I do want to
Love
write a
Overboard
Traitors
too.
romance,
Oh,
so
there
that's
you go.
that's
Ooh.
on my list. The book that I'm writing right now comes out next summer. It's called Hot Mess, and this one is super fun because I created a reality TV show that's happening within it. So it was fun to like put on my like director and producer hat and think of like what are the rules of the
Mhm.
show and what are the different challenges happening and what's the drama that unfolds. So that's been super fun too.
Ooh,
Ooh, so
well, keep
excited to
us
read
posted when it
that.
rolls out. We would love to read it.
Oh my God.
Absolutely.
That sounds so
Wow.
yeah, I was curious about the kind of like research that goes into writing something like Love Overboard. Like how much were you able to figure out? Because I feel like at least probably like, they're pretty secretive about like production. Like, are
Yeah.
there really like contractually obligated nights out? Like I'm dying to know all these things.
Yeah, so I did a super big deep dive on Reddit. That was because there's a lot of people who will anonymously post on there and be like, I have a friend who's in the production crew or I whatever. So some things didn't work for me. Like apparently the like crew can sometimes go stay in hotels. Like they'll take nights off that we don't see. And also
Oh.
the film crew sleeps in hotels nearby, so they're not on the boat all night, which
Mhm.
I kind of like assumed that they were, but obviously it's close
Mhm.
quarters, so it makes sense. But that didn't work for my story, so I was like, I'm gonna ignore that. And then, and the contractually obligated to go out thing is not real, but I was like, in mine, it is. Like they have because otherwise, I didn't want it to be where like if she didn't want to be around him, she could just stay in. It's like, oh well, I
Mm,
have to go out, you know?
Great point. Honestly, like sometimes on Below Deck, it feels like they don't want to be there, but they are. But maybe it's just like you're on the boat all day, every day that you're,
yeah.
even if you're not really in the mood, you're just like, just get me off of this.
I just went off this boat. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, I know like this season, like Ben stays back quite a few times, right? Like he's living the Lux
Oh,
life in the
does
guest
he?
cabin. So,
Oh my
Like want a
God.
bath. Yeah. Like,
I have to catch
oh my
up on that
God.
season. I'm like so behind. We watch so much Bravo. We've like watching The Housewives, watching Southern Charm, so the house, all the shows. So I need to like block time from my calendar to catch up on like Below Deck.
that's how I feel about Summer House because when all this drama started happening, I was like, well, I obviously need to watch this show. And then I went to watch it
Oh,
and
you
it's like
should. It's
11
so good.
seasons. I was like, oh my God, this is a
You're like, I'm
commitment.
busy. We keep joking that we need an assistant, Mon and I, to like catch us up on the latest shows because
Yes.
there's too much in a good way. I'm
In a
not
good, in a great way.
complaining.
Bravo is keeping us
Yeah.
fed.
They are
Oh
so.
my God. And usually I would say, and for you and honestly for any listeners, Bravo actually slows down in the summer. And there's really not many shows coming out. So if you ever were to try a new show or binge, watch it in the summertime if you're around and looking for something. Highly recommend it.
Great advice. Yeah,
Mhm.
I think the next season of Below Deck is next month, and I'm like, this is
Oh yeah, they keep
unusual because
churning episodes out
I feel like
consistently.
even though there's like the different branches and everything, or that's the wrong term, but you know what I mean, like the
Yeah,
different
yeah, yeah.
I'm like, I
Types of
still
below
feel
deck.
like I usually have to wait a little bit, but this season is going to end and then that one's going to come out like 2 weeks later. I'm
Hmm.
like, oh, I love this
They
stuff.
don't miss a beat. Like that
Yeah,
franchise is rolling in that money.
And
dude.
it's honestly smart because Below Deck is really like the most easy to digest, the easiest
Yeah.
into Bravo. Like people that don't watch any other Bravo shows watch Below Deck, and it's just so easy to watch. You don't need to watch any other episode. You can literally just watch one episode or every season, and you can see the returning crew. And it's also fun. I mean, like something like, being in the Met, it's just beautiful,
Oh yeah.
and it's
Rich
not just like
people, antics,
exactly.
like, yeah,
But it's not just like housewives screaming at each other. It's like the people are working, and then there's new guests coming in. It just keeps it interesting, but it also feels like a vacation. So I feel like it's the easiest in.
I
One
agree.
thing that was really smart though about Below Deck, which you guys know because it's in the new season, is they're actually now crossing over the other shows,
Mhm.
which is so genius because then it's like getting like a little, take of like the other shows for someone who hasn't tried some other Bravo stuff. But to
I
your
want to
point,
go watch the Housewives version of that Below
Salt Lake
Deck
City,
episode.
Me
Yes,
too.
because they were
so good.
wild.
Oh my God.
It's so funny because like you just see the below deck people and like
Yeah.
they'll come in and out a bit, but like it's obviously focused mostly on the housewives and they're just kind of like in the back, just like eyes wide, just kind of like looking at each other.
Can you imagine all the camera people that were there? Because it's like both shows having to work around each other. I'm like, did they share footage? Like, how did that work? You
Wait, that's
know?
such a great point. I didn't think about it that way.
Gosh, you got the good mind.
Yeah, girl, you're thinking like in the weeds. No, that show Candy is like insanely incredible. I highly recommend starting from season 2 if you haven't seen any of it, like at all.
I
That's how
haven't.
I started. Should we tell her how it starts or not?
Please, please
Just to
do.
give you a little
You tell her,
teaser.
Mon. You tell her.
You'll do a better job. You'll do a better,
This is
better.
The Salt Lake, right?
Yeah.
One
Specifically.
of the
Okay.
housewives is getting investigated by the FBI, and the show literally starts with the FBI chasing her.
She goes to prison and I
Yeah.
think she's still in prison.
No, she just got out of prison,
Oh,
and
she
now,
just got
oh my God, she tried to. No, she tried. Has a Hulu documentary, but it was kind of funny because when she launched the Hulu documentary, it was right in the middle of West and Amanda's Summer House drama. So I actually
Oh,
saw memes that were like, "Not now, Jen Shah." We're like, she
oh my
hasn't
not
even
now.
got out of prison for like 6, 7 years.
Oh my God. Okay, so season
So
two,
good.
actually,
Yeah.
this is great because I do want to jump into Housewives, and I was always like, I don't know, like, there's so many spinoffs. I don't know where to go. So I love this. All I know is Lisa fucking Rinna, and obviously
Yeah.
all of the Housewives on Traitors, I'm obsessed with. Like, I loved
Oh
Candace, I
my
loved
God.
Dorinda, like
Phaedra?
Phaedra.
Badass. I know there's too much to watch. Like right now I'm watching the Rhode Island one because that's where I live. It's phenomenal.
Oh, I
It's
love
so
that.
much better than did you start it, Mon? I can't
I
remember.
did. I'm a couple episodes in, but I'm behind. But it is cool. It
Yeah.
almost feels like home. Uh,
Yeah.
it's and it just started. If it's an
It's
easy
very
in
new.
because it's just the first season of the whole franchise, and they're building up the characters, and there's just some good characters on there. But what are
Very
you
good.
watching nowadays,
I
Candy?
mean, Below Deck, and
Yeah.
I am currently binging Off Campus on Prime.
Oh, I haven't seen
Oh my
that.
gosh. Okay, so it's based off a book series by a friend of mine, Elle Kennedy. And
Mhm.
in the book world, like we're like the Bravo world. Like in the romance book world specifically, we go hard for our people. Like we are ride or die. And so Hollywood has started to get the message that we are hungry for adaptations, like book to movie or book to show.
Mhm.
And so they just did this one, and all the episodes are out. They dropped all at once. And so I binged the first four, and I'm so in love. It's like fake dating, college romance. He's a hockey player. She's a musician. She's like tutoring him, and he's helping her get the attention of this guy she likes. And it's just so good. It's so good.
Oh my gosh, that does
I'll
sound
have to
really
take
good.
a peek at that and check it out.
I know. Maybe during the summer Bravo
There
hiatus.
you go.
I know, literally, that's our big hiatus.
I know
Love
so
it.
many book adaptations. It's like with all the Emily Henry and everything. It's just wow. It's yeah, they're catching on. Hopefully they'll catch on to Love Overboard.
I mean, I'm like, we have proof of concept right here. Let's go.
Yes. And you had some actors act out some of the scenes, right? So you really have a
Really?
proof of
I
concept.
literally do.
Oh
Yeah.
my
So
gosh.
I live in Tennessee, just a couple of hours from Atlanta, and my friend who does my audiobook production, she is an actress and is like fully in that world. She graduated from SCAD, taught there for a while, is now in Atlanta. So I just floated the idea past her and I was like, what if we like, do you have friends that we could hire who are like actors to just act out like 5 scenes from the book? I don't know how we're going to make it feel like we're on a yacht when it's wintertime in Atlanta, but like we can probably figure this out. And she found the people to do like to be the actors. And then she also like secured a restaurant that is like nautical vibed. And they were like, you can use the
Ooh.
kitchen, you can use whatever. And so it wasn't exactly a yacht, but it was yacht-y,
Yeah.
So it was
Oh, I
fun.
love that. Would you ever get on one of the below deck yachts for research purposes, of
I
course?
would die. I have already looked into this. I'm like, there's a place to, to like submit yourself if you want to apply to be on, but you
Yeah.
have to be willing to pay. Like they discount your
Mm.
charter yacht by like 50%, but you still have to pay like 80 grand on top of like getting yourself there and all of that. And I'm
And
like,
then the tip, right? On
yeah,
top of
I'm
that
like,
too. It's a
that's like,
lot.
a lot of money.
See
So
if
I
like
need a
Aisha can
daddy
hook you
to
up or daddy, whichever.
I do. I need to like I don't know, find someone who just loves to give money to people for no reason and be like, "Will you
Andy
sponsor me?"
Cohen. He's got the monies. You have a
Andy.
picture with him.
Oh my God. I should just send that picture to him and be like, "Remember that one time we met for 2 seconds? Will you pay for me to go on a yacht?"
It's
For
for
research
your new book. Yeah,
I
say it's
know.
for work. It's a
You can
write-off.
come. Like you can
Yeah.
be there.
Oh
if
my
you
God.
were on below deck, but you were one of the crew members, you taking top bunk or bottom bunk?
Ooh,
Oh, great question.
that's a really good one.
I think ooh. I think I want the top bunk. I've seen them drop stuff on people too many times. I'm like, I don't want someone dropping their cell phone on my face at 3 a.m.
That's always the
Wait,
best.
that's
Oh my
the
gosh.
best part when Bravo shows those little like bloopers.
Oh my
They're
God.
so random, but it's just like jokes. Like, what is it when Captain Glenn is sitting on the bottom bunk and he's just like watching his like animal show, and then the drunk, people who sleep above him just drops on him.
Yes, literally.
Just
It's
as
crazy. That was something I did
So
find in my
funny.
research is that a lot of people, specifically those who are on below deck, have mentioned that like after a while, you just forget the cameras are there, especially in your room.
Yeah.
Like if you don't have a cameraman in your face, you're just not thinking about it, like you're trying to get to work. So I
Yeah.
love those little bloopers even more now, like when they're like smelling themselves, like, oh, I smell or whatever, because it's like in their head, they're genuinely alone and they don't
They're
even
just
think
like
about.
living.
It's
God.
so
And,
great.
and that's another reason why it's such a phenomenal real show is because it's not just like, here guys, go to this lunch and we're gonna film it. It's like you're actually
Yeah.
working, you're actually forgetting that there's cameras because it's not your priority.
Yes, they
Living
are
your life.
busy. Like their days are long. That was something like on my book tour, there was a question that one of my conversation partners asked that was like, what's going to surprise readers about reading this book? And I was like, I think they're going to be super surprised about the like working as a yachty and how long the days
Mm.
are, how you're forced to work with these people and go out with them and sleep in the same place with them. Like there's no personal space. It's just like ripe for drama.
Completely. And definitely takes a specific type of person to be willing to
Mhm.
live like that and
Oh
do
my
that. And
God.
that's why there is a lot of turnover on Below Deck too, right? Like there's at least one person fired every season for one reason or another,
It's
you
so
know, like
cutthroat. Like if you're not
I
a
know.
perfection, because again, like you mentioned how expensive it is to charter these yachts. Like when you're paying that much money, you deserve perfection. Like it
You
has to
do.
be a cutthroat business. But it's funny because it's also a reality show. So
Hmm.
like you're capturing this mix of yes, they have to be perfect, but also it's okay if they're a little like, not the best for the show. but then yeah, they get fired if they're just not doing the job right. And it's wild how often that just keeps happening, you
I
know?
feel like it could be a drinking game, like first
Literally.
episode, and just like take your bets of like who you think is going to be there by the end of the
Or
season,
how
you
many
know?
people get fired in like a
Oh my
season.
God.
Because I think the most I've seen is like what, three?
Like three, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, which is crazy. That's
I
like a
know.
whole team.
I'm trying to think maybe four because like was it last season where like the deckhands got fired pretty much immediately?
Yeah.
That
Like,
was because they did multiple firings at once. I think they were just like, you guys
yeah.
don't
You were
know what
both
you're
gone.
doing.
They honestly though, watching that was like it was painful. I was like, guys, I am not the most fit person in the world, but I could figure this out. Like just
Oh my gosh. And when they're waiting around, just
oh
like
my God.
staring into the abyss, I'm like, bro, people are paying over 100
Dude,
grand for this. Try a little harder.
I don't
Come
get it.
on.
I don't get it. And you get like they get some nice tips. I'm like, I would be working my ass off
Yeah.
for that tip. I would be like,
Right?
what can I do?
Seriously. There's fake it till you make it, but if you never touched an anchor, you're not gonna just like fake that you know how to
Yeah.
use
Yeah.
an anchor.
Literally.
We're gonna find it out at one point that you don't know what you're doing.
So if you were on below deck, what position would you like to be, Candy?
Chief stew, baby.
Ah,
100%. I'm doing the
okay.
tablescapes. I am serving up the drinks. I am bossing housekeepers around, like the housekeeping. How, you know what I mean? Back of
Yeah,
house.
I love it. I love it. What about you, Mon?
That is too much authority for me. I would love to be what's it what's the like first stew? What's the
Second stew?
yeah, second stew. I'd love to be
Second
your
stew.
second stew. You can boss
Oh,
me around. I don't have to make any
perfect.
decisions and
Okay, would you be laundry stew or service stew? Like what would your jam
Oh,
be?
I do like folding clothes, but I feel like that would get very boring.
I
I
know.
do
I'm
like
like
folding clothes too.
sometimes I feel like it'd be good to mix it up. If I was the Chiefs too, I would be like,
Mm.
look, guys, we're gonna switch this halfway through the season so no one
And like have
gets,
them rotate.
burnt
That's
out or
nice.
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
I like that.
What about you,
I
Mon?
Oh, Jazz.
Oh, you mean
Sorry,
me?
my Zoom name is the same for both
Oh
of
my
us. I'm
God,
Oh,
I never
sorry, you're
changed
Jazz,
my
right?
name.
Sorry.
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry.
I'm sorry. That's
I'm
a
so
bad.
sorry. I never change it. Like auto defaults to her
That's
Monica's
so
name.
funny.
Oh my God.
I was like, I thought one of them was named Jazz, but maybe I like
No, no, you're so good. That is completely our bad.
That's such jokes. No, this happens every time and we never
that's funny.
so I always go back and forth, but honestly, like I think I would want to be a decky. And it's simply because like I'm an ocean gal. Like I need to be outside. I need to stare at the ocean. I need to swim in the ocean. And like it does seem more of a heavy lift in terms of the physical of it, just because they're moving all like, the water toys, right? They're moving all the ropes and all
The
that stuff.
slide. Everyone loves the
Oh my
slide.
The
God, the
slide.
freaking slide.
Yep.
Um, but yeah, I mean, I just feel like it's so worth it being outside. I can't be inside. I'm not like an inside person. I can't do it. So,
See, I love the water and I would love to be out there, but unfortunately, the sun hates my skin type.
oh,
I would have to be like, that when you put sunscreen on and you don't rub it in, that would have to be me. Like, it would be, I would just have like
just to
balm
be,
all over my face.
or just cover yourself in like sun shirts, sun
Oh my
hats,
gosh. Literally, yes.
like
Sun
face
hat.
masks.
Oh,
A little
everything.
drape around it. Yeah.
Yes, yes. I will
No, I
say,
don't blame
so
you.
my husband was he was a deckhand when he worked. I think bosun was the highest that he ever worked up to. And one thing he talked about that I never thought about was how badly your feet hurt because you're barefoot and you're working and like
True.
on them all day long. And he was like, my feet, the bottom of my feet were like bruised. And
Oh
like
my
you
God, I
had to
couldn't do
like
it.
condition your feet. So
They can't
that
wear
was something new.
shoes, like
They
a specific shoes for the boat.
Most of them don't. If you like pay attention
Mm.
on below deck, like
Mhm.
95% of them are
That's
barefoot,
true.
you
That
know?
is true. Yeah. I guess sometimes I
Crazy.
see Daisy wear a shoe or like Kate, but yeah, you're right. Most of them don't wear anything. Oh,
Right. I
that
think the
sucks.
chefs wear shoes, which is
They
smart,
do, yeah.
like as
Oh
they
yeah.
should.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, their
Good
job
safety.
sucks.
Oh
Their
my
job
God.
They're
sucks so
Anyone
working
hard.
would want to be.
Hell, I love to cook, not like that. That looks like
Mm-mm.
prison jail for me. And then people yell at you when you don't do a good job. The hell with that.
I know. And it's so high stress and like so much of the
Yeah.
tip depends on you and you're just
Yeah.
one person, whereas everybody else has a team. I like that
Which is
on this
crazy.
season there's like a sous chef
Hmm.
position or whatever.
Yeah, I
Although
saw
it
that.
could it could be
Yeah.
better than Ellie, I think, but it's
Oh
fine.
Oh
no.
my gosh. But what Alicia, I think was the first one. Is that
Alicia,
Alicia,
yeah.
yes. Oh my gosh. She was not fit for it at all.
No.
Really?
She's too tender.
Well, question for you guys, because this is going way back into the historic archive of the Below Deck episodes, but do you remember that Russian lady chef
Oh my
who
gosh. With the
literally made
nachos.
Not like
nachos?
nachos with the microwave cheese, bro.
Yeah.
I love those nachos, but that's not $6.
A
No.
hundred grand to go on a yacht plus maybe more, whatever the hell they paid for nachos.
I
That
can't
was the craziest
imagine.
episode.
I like cannot imagine. And she was like so proud of herself. She was like, this
I
is
know.
great.
And she did the whole
Slay.
charter. If I were the captain, I'd be like, oh my God, get
You
out.
better get off.
We're just
We're
gonna
gonna
like take
collectively
And
out.
make
then
the food.
wasn't there one season where the chef like left or got fired one and they didn't have a chef for a charter, so they had to let or for like one day of the charter. So
Oh yeah.
they were like in there cooking, like trying to figure it out. It's like this is a
Yep.
nightmare.
I think that was Anastasia that stepped in, and then I think she ended
Maybe.
up like being a
Yes.
sous chef or something. I think it like kind of
Oh.
catapulted her a little bit. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I follow Ellie on Instagram and she's like full on a chef now. Like she went to
Really?
school, she like did her thing. And I'm like, you know what? Like I cannot stand her
Wow.
personality, like her personally, but on the show, I've been really impressed with how quickly she has caught on and been like, she does great with Ben in the kitchen. So I'm not surprised that she's like good with details. She's just not good with people. So,
Yeah.
like
Minus
leave
Yeah.
Joao alone. Like
soap
please.
instead of the oil for the egg.
Oh, bro, the soapy egg gate.
What?
The soapy
Oh yeah, you're
eggs.
behind,
No
but
way.
they
That's
have
okay.
like
Tell me.
a spray bottle basically that with oil, but also a spray bottle
Mhm.
with dish soap. And I guess they were too close to each
Oh
other and they
my
used dish soap
God.
in the pan when making the eggs. And the charter guests like you're like, oh, they're complaining again. They're like, these eggs taste like dish soap. And then they're like, wait, we actually use dish soap.
See. Oh my God.
That was a Ellie special, yeah.
It
So I'm
was
glad that
great.
she went to culinary school to maybe not make it.
God, Below Deck is so good.
It's so good. It's
Oh
so
my
good.
Oh
gosh.
my God.
Oh. So like after Below Deck ends, the season ends and you never know if you're gonna see the crew again, if you're like someone will come back, and they do bring a lot of people back now. But do you ever feel like with your books when you're done writing a book, you're like, oh, I don't know if I'll ever like see them again. Do you ever get like sad or how do you feel when you finish a book and the story ends for them for at least for the time being?
I'm always so sad because by the time it ends,
Oh.
like these characters feel like my friends. And so, like, especially in this book, it was hard to walk away from like Leah and Eli and Bernard. Like, I've just had so much fun with all the characters. I have a lot of my readers who are asking for Leah's story, and I'm like, maybe for the Traitors romance, I could bring her back. Like, I think that could be
I
fun.
Oh.
cannot wait for that book. Like,
I'm
that's such a
so
great
pumped.
idea.
Oh,
Oh my
Trader is
gosh.
missing romance. Like we need romance in more of these reality
And
TV shows.
Oh
imagine how
yeah.
messy it would get. I mean,
Oh
Traitors is going
yeah.
to be tough. I think it's going to have to be like they already know each other outside, like they were on another show together or something because
Yeah.
you're only together for like 8 days. So I'm like I can make a
Right.
lot happen, but I can't make them go from not knowing each other to loving each other in 8 days.
That's fair. Yeah, even below deck, right? Like they're only there for a few weeks and you're like, you've known each other for 2 weeks. What are you talking about? You don't love each
Yeah.
other.
I
It's
know. I
crazy when they
know.
do that.
But there's like so immersed in it. Like, I just can't even imagine how it feels. They're like, this literally is my entire life. So it's probably very like all consuming,
Oh yeah.
you know?
Totally. And like if you think, I mean, they're together 24/7, so it just fast tracks like all the emotions. They're in close quarters, like you've said. So
Literally.
I
Yes.
get that. Well, on that note, Candy, do you want to give a quick summary of the book for the folks on the phone as we get to wrap up and then let us know where everyone can find you and hear about your new books and updates and your book tour and all more of all things about you?
Yes, yes. First of all, thanks for hanging out with me
Oh my
today. It's been so
gosh.
fun. Honored to be here talking Bravo. But I was on Watch What Happens Live, so if you guys want to go watch that, it's the Billy Eichner and Lena Hall episode. But the book is about two exes who are reunited on a yacht when they find out they're filming a reality TV show together. And the cameras are rolling to capture all their interactions, innocent or not. It's very fun, drama filled, also like emotional second chance romance vibes. So just a great summer read. You can read it in Kindle Unlimited. There's a duet narrated audiobook. So if you're an audiobook girly, it's
Nice.
fantastic. And for the paperback lovers, anywhere you can find paperbacks, you should be able to find Love Overboard, and it has the gorgeous sprayed edges. We are on like the last of that print run. So if you see one of these with the sprayed edges, snag it before they are gone forever. And I'm on social media pretty much anywhere you like to hang out. My favorite place is Instagram, but I'm also on TikTok. I'm on Threads. I have a Facebook group. So happy to connect with you guys.
Yeah.
Amazing. Well, it was so fun having you, Candy. This was awesome, and we love that you reached out. This was such a fun time, and we cannot wait for these new books you're posting. Well, you're writing.
Yes.
Excited.
Thank
Love Love
you.
Overboard. Love chatting with you. Thank you so much, Candy.
Thanks for
Take
having
care.
me. Bye, guys.
Bye.